and welcome to Magnesium 101 and Why You Need It. My name is Pam Brockmeyer, and I will be your host for today. And I welcome you, and I just want to let you know that I wanted to create this video because one of the products one of my top sellers actually, is magnesium oil. And I always get a number of people coming up and asking, well, why is magnesium so important? And it's really surprising that I've heard this question over and over. And so I decided to make this webinar to help educate you and others as to the importance of magnesium and what it does for our body and all the different systems that it does support. And so let's go ahead and get started, and we'll get going here. So, hello, our agenda for today. So I'm going to go over magnesium and kind of what it does for you and why you need it, and kind of who is deficient in it as well. And then we'll deep into the forms of magnesium, as there are many kinds, and how you can get those into your system. So, who may have low levels of magnesium? Studies out there suggest that about 75% of Americans do not meet their dietary requirements for magnesium. That's kind of high. It's kind of scary. And then people with diabetes, heart disease, alcoholism, as well as those on diuretics for blood pressure are kind of people who need to be aware of their magnesium levels. So what are some signs to watch for to kind of give you that hint that you may be magnesium deficient? There's a number of things to kind of look for. So muscle twitching, muscle cramps, like you've had the restless leg syndrome, you may be deficient in magnesium because magnesium plays a huge role in muscle health. Any mental disorders, which are characterized by mental numbness or a lack of emotion, because here again, magnesium plays a huge role for brain function. Osteoporosis is another one, and we'll talk more about that later in the webinar as far as osteoporosis and bone health. Fatigue and muscle weakness, again, going with the muscles. You're working out and you just can't get those muscles back, and you just feel drained. You could be a little bit deficient in magnesium. If you have high blood pressure or asthma or an irregular heartbeat, those are some things to kind of watch out for, and maybe, talk with your physician and see if you are, and they can run tests and see if you are deficient in magnesium. So, magnesium, it is basically the master mineral. If there is one mineral that you need, it is magnesium. And why? Number of reasons. One, it's necessary for over 300 biochemical functions in your body. So it's working on that molecular level and helping your cells. Another one is structural support. Your bones, you need proper bone formation, and it's just more than calcium that you need for your bones. You also need magnesium along with potassium and other minerals as well. They all work as a synergy to create healthy bone structure. And third, cellular energy production. If you're feeling like fatigued and just don't have the energy anymore, your cells need a boost. They need energy, and magnesium can help with that. 4, heart health. Magnesium plays a huge role in that. Your heart is a muscle, and you may have noticed I've mentioned muscles a number of times already. That's, your heart is a huge muscle. It needs magnesium to function and stay healthy too. And leading into number 5, healthy muscle function. Again, magnesium plays a huge role with muscles. Just can't say enough about that. Number 6, nerve and brain health. It's very vital for, GABA function, and for, again, on that molecular level, that cellular level, they need magnesium to function. They need that energy. They need that support. And then last of all, it's more important than calcium, potassium, or sodium because it regulates all three of those minerals. And that's why magnesium is so important, because it's kind of like its leader, and that's why it's, you know, the master mineral, because it plays a huge role in your body. So why you need magnesium? Okay, there's a number of reasons out there, and we're going to go through a few of them to show you why it is so important. So first, constipation. Magnesium helps improve your gut motility. It keeps things moving the way they should, keeps things flowing well. If you have constipation, you want to make sure you're getting some magnesium. And add it in slowly, because, you know, too much magnesium is going to give you diarrhea. So you want to get approximately about 250 milligrams 2 to 4 times a daily. Usually the most recommended dosage is about 400 milligrams a day. So that if you're taking capsules or tablets, it's going to be like 2 to 4 tablets a day, because that's kind of like the recommended dosage, 400 milligrams. So constipation. And then we move on to bone health. You know, calcium is always, you know, for bones, calcium, calcium, calcium. But calcium is only one of the several minerals required for bones to be strong and malleable. And magnesium is another one of those minerals that is very vital. And again, other minerals that are important for bone health, your boron, copper, nickel, phosphorus, silicone, and zinc. All of those play a part in bone health. And so magnesium actually it's a metal, and it's found in abundance in bones to keep them as strong and malleable as metal, which is amazing. I had never really thought about it as a metal before. And an adult body contains about 25 grams of magnesium, and over half of that magnesium is in your bone. So the more magnesium you have, the better off your bone health will be. Biochemical reactions in your body. One of magnesium's main roles is acting as a cofactor, or kind of like a molecule helper in the biochemical reactions continuously performed by all the enzymes going throughout your body. In fact, it's involved in more than 600 different reactions in your body, and some of those include energy creation, helping to convert food into energy. If you don't have enough magnesium, your body's not getting that energy to create that food, and then the food, those important nutrients are just flowing right out. Protein formation. That helps create new proteins from amino acids, which your body needs. Gene maintenance. It helps create and repair the DNA and the RNA in your body. Muscle movements. You know, again, here we're talking about muscles again. Part of that contraction and relaxation of the muscles. Those muscle twinges. That's what magnesium is there for. And then last one, nervous system regulation. So it's helping regulate those neurotransmitters, which are sending messages throughout your brain and nervous system. So magnesium plays a huge role on that molecular, cellular level. Headaches. I think we've all had a headache once in a while. Well, if you get them quite often, you may want to think about taking some extra magnesium, because it is a successful headache remedy. People who suffer from serious headaches like migraines often have really, really low levels of magnesium. So you want to take about 200 to 600 milligrams of magnesium a day to help reduce those headache attacks. And if you don't want to take capsules or tablets, you can also get magnesium from beans whole grains, seeds, nuts, and vegetables like broccoli, squash, and leafy greens. There's also a few like dairy products, meats, chocolates, and coffee also include some decent amounts of magnesium in there. So those are things to keep in mind to get your magnesium intake. Fibromyalgia has been linked to magnesium deficiency, and research shows that magnesium supplements may help reduce those symptoms, including pain. According to a study published in the journal Rheumatology International, women were given 300 milligrams of magnesium citrate daily for 8 weeks, and they experienced improvement in the number of tender joints, tender point index, FIQ, and Beck depression scores. So in addition to pain relief, magnesium supplements may also dramatically improve insomnia, sleep time, sleep latency, and sleep efficiency, according to the study published in the Journal of Research in Medical Sciences. In this double-blind, placebo-controlled clinical trial, participants were given 500 milligrams of magnesium or a placebo daily for 8 weeks. As sleep problems are common for those with fibromyalgia, a high-quality supplement and boosting intake of magnesium-rich foods should be a top priority and can help as a natural fibromyalgia treatment. So magnesium, again, because your fibromyalgia affects the muscles throughout the body, and here we go, magnesium plays a huge role in muscle health. Anxiety and depression. Here we're moving back to the brain. If you're struggling with anxiety, you may want to start taking some extra magnesium. It helps your muscles to relax, and it calms the nervous system. And it's vital for that GABA function in your brain and for regulating certain hormones that are crucial for calming the brain and promoting relaxation. Magnesium is commonly used to combat anxiety, poor digestion, muscle spasms, and trouble sleeping. There was a study done in Western Norway, the Hordaland Health Study, that illustrated that people who consumed less magnesium had higher rates of depression, which is amazing. So magnesium plays a key factor with stress and anxiety. Restless leg syndrome. Again, here we're dealing with the muscles again. It is estimated that restless leg syndrome affects more than 1 in 10 American adults every year. And that basically, that's about 12 million people. 1 out of 10 suffer from this. So that means 1 out of 10 people could be deficient in magnesium. Teeth, which are basically kind of, related to the bones. When it comes to teeth remineralization, magnesium is needed for that structural development of the teeth, while also determining how effectively your body absorbs calcium. Consequently, having too much calcium in your body, as well as vitamin D and phosphorus, can lower magnesium levels, which can hinder the tooth remineralization process. So in short, it's important to supplement with any of these nutrients in balanced quantities. So similar to vitamin D, about half the population don't get enough magnesium. So there's a good chance you could use more of this important mineral in your diet. And having enough magnesium also helps with cavities and tooth decay. So tooth health, very, very important. Magnesium plays a huge role. Insomnia. Magnesium is known as a relaxation mineral, like we said with the muscles. Well, it also does it with the brain as well. It fights muscle cramps and headaches. So it also helps people relax, like with the GABA factor we talked about earlier. So insomnia helps with sleeping. And you can kind of take it, some people, if you don't want capsules or tablets, there's also powder forms, so you can put it in some water and drink it. There's also like a very famous product called Calm out there that you can take, which is very good for helping with insomnia and helping people relax so they can get a much better sleep. And you also might want to think about partnering that with potassium. It'll help it work a little bit better. High blood pressure. The mineral magnesium is great because it helps relax your blood vessels and then can have an immediate impact on naturally lowering the blood pressure. And again, magnesium, relaxing. So it has a great deal of just, just letting everything chill a little bit. 500 milligrams is a great place to start to address your blood pressure issues, but you just want to make sure that, you partner with your healthcare physician or whoever you see, your practitioner, and make sure that, they are aware of, what's going on. They can check your magnesium levels and kind of see where you're at for that, because you definitely don't want to, be messing with your blood pressure. Hangovers. Magnesium can play a role there too. So you got that headache, again, that like we've already talked about, may help relieve the pressure and the pain. So if you regularly drink alcohol or have diabetes, before going to bed, take about 400 milligrams of magnesium. And then like when you awake, take another dose to help with hangovers and the headache and the pain that comes from that. Asthma. If you head to the ER with a severe attack, magnesium, because of its potential to stop the spasms of your bronchial muscle, can help your lungs breathe easier. Because again, they're relaxing the muscles, and they can kind of relax and open up those tubes carrying air to your lungs. So magnesium, again, can help with that if you're having, if you do have asthma, something to think about in regards to that. Diabetes. Being pre-diabetic can lead to type 2 diabetes. So ensuring you have enough magnesium is a natural way to kind of fix that. Magnesium is the key to insulin sensitivity. It's not surprising that magnesium deficiency is common in metabolic disorders such as type 2 diabetes and insulin resistance. So again, magnesium is there to help kind of, get your body back on track. If you already have type 2 diabetes, magnesium deficiency has also been linked to poor glycemic control, diabetic retinopathy, like damage to the eyes leading to blindness, nephropathy, so damage to your kidneys, and neuropathy, nerve damage, and then foot ulceration. So therefore, scientists highly recommend supplementing with magnesium because they do or can lead to type 2 diabetes. If you have type 1, the American Diabetes Association suggests that magnesium supplementation can also create a more positive health outcome for those who have insulin-dependent diabetes. And research shows that patients with type 1 diabetes taking magnesium have improved metabolic control and increased their good cholesterol, the HDL, and lower the triglycerides, that which can help reduce heart trouble later on down the road. So exercise performance. Again, magnesium plays a huge role here. You may need 10 to 20% more magnesium when you're resting, depending on the activity. And so that's why, like after exercising, if you have a huge workout, you want to make sure you're getting something into your system, some type of form of recovery that includes magnesium. Some people take, powder form. Some people take capsule form. But make sure you get some type of recovery system into your body to help move the blood sugar into your muscles and dispose of that lactic acid that can cause, the muscle pain and the muscle soreness from exercise. PMS symptoms. Interesting, magnesium has been shown to improve mood, reduce water retention, and other symptoms in women with PMS. And again, this goes into the muscle factor. When there's that muscle tension, muscle buildup. So this again, magnesium has been shown to help with the muscles and with the mood, like we talked, like with the brain function and the GABA that happens. So now we know what different types of issues magnesium affects in the body. Now we can look at different forms of magnesium and kind of look at what each one does, and because they're all kind of a little fine-tuned and specific. And then again, you should also, check with your doctor, physician, caretaker, healthcare provider, and get them on board as well if you're looking to get extra magnesium into your body. So the first one, magnesium hydroxide. It's basically a solution mixed with antacid and laxative properties. It's what you'll find in milk of magnesia. It's able to neutralize the excess acid and relieve symptoms. But it does have laxative properties, so it can cause diarrhea. So you do want to watch the amount you take. If you do get diarrhea, you want to start lowering your dosage. Magnesium oxide. This one is also found in milk of magnesia and does the same thing as magnesium hydroxide. Though when magnesium oxide meets water, it turns into hydrogen or magnesium hydroxide. So they're basically interchangeable for one from the other. So they basically do the same thing. Magnesium chloride is for those that have a magnesium deficiency, such as those with type 2 diabetes or low magnesium levels. This is a good one to take. You've got magnesium sulfate. Another one for this is Epsom salts. So magnesium sulfate, Epsom salts, a lot of people will take those. They'll throw them in the bath and use and relax that way. Using this type of magnesium can be used to prevent and treat magnesium deficiency as well as constipation as well. And like I said, it's also good for the relaxing part that people will use it for. Magnesium citrate. It provides laxative effects again and is said to be very well absorbed by the body. Some sources claim that it only has like a 90% bioavailability, but keep in mind at high doses it may cause an upset stomach and diarrhea. So again, just listen to your body, see what it does. If you're taking too much, back off a little bit. No harm in that. Magnesium glycinate. This one is the one that people will take to relieve stress and anxiety and to help with sleep. The amino acid glycine is known for the calming impact it can have on the mind and the body. And then additionally, it has optimum bioavailability, and this is the one most people take because it does not cause diarrhea. And magnesium glycinate may also help provide relief from the restless leg syndrome. So this is probably the most popular of all the magnesiums taken just because most people take it for sleep, relaxation, and then to help kind of with muscle relaxation because it kind of has that effect, and it has the least amount or the least reason to give you diarrhea. So pretty popular there. Magnesium malate. This form of magnesium is highly absorbable by the body, but again can cause diarrhea if taken in higher quantities. And this one is most commonly used to treat the muscle pain and fibromyalgia. Again, fibromyalgia, you have a lot of muscle aches and it's muscle pain. So like heavy workouts, this would be one to look at as well. Magnesium aspartate. This one is highly absorbable. Aspartate is an amino acid and is combined with minerals to increase the absorption of the minerals they are combined with and to enhance athletic performance. You'll see copper aspartate, iron aspartate, magnesium aspartate, manganese aspartate, potassium aspartate, and zinc aspartate. So it's just so it makes it a little bit more easily absorbable by your body. And then we go on to magnesium taurate, and this one is combined with taurine, which is an amino acid, and it's combined with magnesium to help with to create more calming properties. So this magnesium taurate would be one maybe you want to take, if you really have high anxiety or high stress levels. This would be a good one to take for that. Magnesium Orotate. This one is used to address magnesium deficiency and is relevant for cardiovascular health. The orotic acid acts as a transporter that carries magnesium into the cells and also exhibits antioxidant properties. So very good for the heart, cardiovascular, because it's an antioxidant, so it's helping with the free radicals in your system. And last of all, we have magnesium L-threonate. This one is reported to have high bioavailability, and this one is really good for cognitive function. So it's really great for the brain, and it can easily pass through to the blood-brain barrier. So it's easily more absorbable in the brain than some of the other magnesiums. Your brain may not be able to absorb some of those other ones, but L-threonate is the one for that, for brain health. So now we know all about magnesium, the kinds. Where do you find them? So for food, green leafy vegetables are a great source of magnesium, such as spinach, legumes, and then nuts, seeds. And then there's also salmon and avocados, bananas, whole grains are all excellent sources of magnesium. And you can also get it in tablet form, capsules, or liquid as well if you're not getting those food sources and you want, or you're just that depleted in magnesium and you need to boost up. Supplements are a great way to do that. And again, make sure you're talking with your healthcare provider, your physician, whoever you are looking at. So thank you, and I hope you learned a little bit about magnesium and why it's important. As you can see, it helps a tremendous amount of areas in your body: muscles, bones, brain health, heart health, everything on that cellular level. Magnesium is, the master mineral. It plays a huge part, and unfortunately with our diet that we've had in the last 20, 30 years, our systems have become depleted in magnesium, along with other minerals as well, just because, soil is depleted and because we have altered the way we grow our vegetables, making them grow faster, making them grow bigger. We've gone that route, but we've paid the consequence and have taken out the good, the healthy stuff, such as those vitamins and minerals that are in there. So hopefully this, can give you some thoughts if you are having some of those issues, and it'll help you live more healthy and get on a fast track to health. I've got a lot of references here. I'll leave these up for a little bit. Some very good information on magnesium and how to go from there. And that is it. I hope you enjoyed seeing the video, and if you have any questions or anything, please email. You can find my email down below, or you can email me at theherbalcache@gmail.com, or and check out my website as well, www.theherbalcache.com. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.